We shall talk about 1955 to 1959. We call that the Merdeka Years. The Kuan Yew saw this opportunity to build a political party with a big Chinese base. Okay? And therefore, he moved closely with the left wing. And when he formed the PAP, he had Lim Chin Siong and the other trade unionists to join the Central Committee. So when the PAP was formed, the aim was to contest the Randall Constitution general election with 5 candidates. Kuan Yew didn't want to form the government, he just wanted to have a small party in. And he put Chin Siong in Bukit Timah, knowing full well that Chin Siong will win. He himself stood in Tanjong Pagar and he made me his polling agent. And of all the things, he appointed David Nair to be in Farrer Park. You see, I opposed that because Farrer Park was a constituency in which the incumbent Lazarus, who sells newspapers in that area, was the incumbent. And putting David Nair there is be a very tough fight. When I told Kuan Yew, if that is the case, I shall go and help David Nair and leave Tanjong Pagar. So our relationship broke. He was angry with me. Right? He said I was receiving orders. So I asked him, what orders? He said, you know, I know, and that's the end. So my relationship with him became strained with that. Now, Marshall had passed a resolution in the Assembly supporting the move to ask for internal rule in the Legislative Assembly. He went to London with Lim Yew Hock, with Lee Kuan Yew, with Lim Chin Siong, you know. And Lim Chin Siong and Lee Kuan Yew were representing the PAP. The British refused. So the only guy who supported Marshall is Lim Chin Siong. He supported Marshall to ask for what the Legislative Assembly had asked, internal self-rule. Kuan Yew kept out, Lim Yew Hock kept out, you know. And when I heard about it, Jamit Singh and Kam Sui went to see the chairman of the PAP, Toh Chin Chai, in his house. And Toh Chin Chai, what about it? You know? And the party agreed that we should have internal self-rule. So Toh Chin Chai came out with a statement supporting David Marshall. And when Kuan Yew came back, Kuan Yew scolded him. And he cringed. And he said he was forced by us to make the statement. How could we force him? You know? He should have stuck to the statement he made. He made the statement, we didn't. So when they came back, Marshall says he will resign and contest again so that he has a stronger mandate. But as soon as he resigned, Lim Yew Hock and the company there say, get out. I want to be the chief minister. Hamid Jumat, Lim Yew Hock all kicked him out. So Marshall got played out by his own ego. So the next Randall talks will be between Lim Yew Hock and the British. But what about the PAP? In the PAP came back, Lim Chin Siong had a big welcome. And Lim Chin Siong was voted to be the Assistant Secretary General of the PAP. His position went up. And he would have gone to London with Kuan Yew at the next talks. But then, Lim Yew Hock went to London, talked to the British, and he came back agreed to arrest all the active people. So he arrested them from June, July onwards, old boys, family of students, art societies, and students were all arrested. And the last group to be arrested were students from the Chinese high school. All this arrest is done with Kuan Yew's connivance. Kuan Yew expects them to arrest, and Lim Yew Hock did the arrest. In fact, the two of them were conniving all the time. Lim Yew Hock made a fool of himself by arresting, and Kuan Yew showing himself to be the hero, and Lim Yew Hock, the British stooge. When Kuan Yew himself is a stooge. And then the British realized that the undercurrent is the population is against Lim Yew Hock. So they have to give up Lim Yew Hock in favor of Lee Kuan Yew as their man.